We're going to Turkey.
Think I need it?
Well, you said you wanted one, so it's happening.
I have more hair on my beard than my head.
That's why Papa's getting a makeover. So handsome.
Love you.
Love you.
Smoke in the lavatory.
Sunshine. Not in Canada anymore. What are you getting? What are we doing here?
I'm not telling you.
You're not telling me.
I'm getting nugabide.
Nugabide. Beautiful ride. How do you feel?
Nervous.
What parts? What parts?
Nervous, excited.
All the feels, eh? Normal. Very normal. What parts make you nervous?
It's gonna be painful.
Yeah. And what part?
I don't think they would do that to people, though, torture them like that, right?
No, the Osmond said they're gonna give you pain management. And I'm sure it'll be an ongoing process of pain management too. What part are you excited about?
Where is this the capital?
Istanbul. Yeah, it's like the main city
It's the main city
of Turkey.
And how far is the other place that we went to Turkey? What was that called?
Oh, Kusadasi. That was on the cruise. I'm not sure from here. I think it's like far though. Like you would have to fly.
For real?
Yeah, really far. What parts are you excited about?
My massage later.
The hammam.
Get massage.
Yes. You got like a full hammam experience.
Yeah, my hammam.
Hammam. You got the works.
Because I don't have a mom.
Hammam. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney. So this is our room at the Mirabare Hotel.
Small ass room.
It's a very small little room. It's a cute little room though. It's all you need, right? You want to start practicing your sleep positions? Okay. It's definitely a little tight, but you know what? For a few days, I think we can make do, right, babe?
Yeah.
That's all you need. The hotel rooms have USB ports and European style outlets. So make sure you get some of those adapters and make sure you bring cords that use the traditional USB style. One of the super convenient things here in Istanbul is that they have Uber and they also have their own rideshare app as well. And so it's really accessible to get around. We're on our way to the hammam.
Wow, this is really like Amalfi.
Yeah, it reminds us of the Amalfi Coast in Italy, narrow roads and hilly. So this is the hammam we're at. We looked for a co-ed one. They have different experiences starting from like a 50-minute traditional hammam. And I think we're doing this one with a face mask. It works. So we just finished our hammam experience. Look at our sultan. Sultan Mario. This is a good look for you, honestly. How you feeling?
So relaxed.
Relaxed.
Ready for my hair transplant.
Good. Beautiful.
Are they, babe?
Not sure. You don't get more authentic Turkish than buying baklava off the corner of a road. Such a beautiful, religious city. Everywhere you look, there's just so much beautiful history. My man carrying my purse. Hey everyone, it's Connie here from Mama Needs a Makeover. Back in 2020, I did my mommy makeover in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and now it's time for Papa's hair repair all the way in Istanbul, Turkey. Let's follow Mario's journey towards hair transplant surgery international this time. He's getting his loot ready for his payment. So why don't you tell everyone how much is this surgery costing? Do you remember what you're spending?
Yeah, 2,900
American, they requested.
American.
Yeah, and so how much of a deposit did we leave? Do you remember?
300
Yeah.
euro.
No, it was 300 American. 300 American on a credit card, and
Yeah, 13.
the rest would be US cash.
14.
We asked about paying on a credit card or paying in a different currency, and it is possible, but I think there's an extra 20% tax if you do that. So for $3,000, you get your surgery, your accommodation for 3 days, and that VIP airport transfer. Not bad for $3,000. And they said they'll give you as many grafts as you need, but estimated around 3,500 for Mario. So we'll find out tomorrow if it is just 3,500 grafts, but they just kind of do a one set price. Whereas other companies, they work different ways. Some of them were like per graft. I think one of the companies that we contacted here in Istanbul was like $2.50 euros per graft. This company was like a set price, whatever basically they can get done in the day and whatever your needs are, with Mario being estimated at 3,500-ish grafts for his little spot. Okay, we're doing eye patches. We're doing eye patches while we do this interview topic. This is our usual evening routine. Eye patches and business talk. Oh no, that one doesn't want to stay. All right, eye patches on. We are ready to interview. Okay, I should preface this by saying that, yeah, Mario's not a big talker. So we're gonna do our best to get him to answer all the questions that everyone wants to know about having a hair transplant.
Right now?
Yes, right now, babe. Okay, first question. When did you first start noticing your hair loss, babe?
When I met you.
No! Babe! That's not true. It's only been like a year and 5 months. There's no way. When did you actually start? Is it because of me that you think you're losing hair? Or is it because of being in a relationship you
First
became
time I
more...
noticed it, it was like in a picture.
Oh, so is that what you mean when you say like when you got
Yeah.
with me? Got it. So because we were starting to date and take photos together and post them?
Yeah.
I see. Now that makes sense. I thought you said it was because I was making you lose your hair.
No.
That would have been funny. Maybe partially true. Okay, so because we were dating and posting pictures, you started seeing it in the pictures and you didn't like how it looked.
I hated how it looked.
Prior to that, was it a concern to you?
Even though I'm already married with the most beautiful girl in the whole wide world, I know she'll never leave me for not having my hair, but I do want to...
You're so cute.
I am 10 years older and I do want to look good for you, so...
You look amazing. And for the record,
So I will spend the $30,000 and do my hair.
30,000, yeah, right. No, for the record, I don't think you need to do this, but I'm being supportive of you doing something that I think was making you feel a little uncomfortable or insecure.
What do you mean you don't think I need to do this?
Well, I mean, did your hair bother me? No, I love your hair. I mean, in the world of hair transplant surgeries, I think your case is not very bad at all. Like, look, your hairline's not bad at all. I mean, right now it's a little messed up. We just came back from the hammam, but like, look, your front hairline is not too bad. And then
I'm thinning.
the thinness, okay? That's what we're here for. See that? it's the thinness, especially in video and photos, that's what he wasn't liking. So prior to us dating and posting pictures, was it something you were aware of, hair loss? Was it, you were not aware of it at all?
No, I thought I had great hair.
Weren't you using like thickening products?
Oh, yeah,
and stuff
I
like
was.
that?
I was.
So before you and I
Aveda, yeah.
You were, so
once I stopped using that is when I really started to notice the decline.
No way.
Yeah,
So you actually...
I was using it and it was working, Aveda.
An Aveda.
It's like a leave-in conditioner that's supposed to...
And did you feel like it was helping you?
Is that turkey money?
Yeah. Babe, stay on topic. So you feel like the Aveda product that you were using was helping. So if you were using hair products to help maintain your hair, you must have had some awareness that maybe it was thinning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was happening for how many years, would you say, before we started talking?
A year.
Okay. So it's been over the last, say, 2 to 3 years max that you've been noticing it thinning. At any point, did you ever consider a hair transplant?
Never.
No. So you were just using more like
Not
topical.
until we visited Turkey 3 months ago.
Yeah. So that's how we kind of got talking about considering medical tourism to Turkey specifically, because we came on our honeymoon as one of our cruise stops to Turkey, not this area of Turkey. I always botch the name. I think it's Kusadasi. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it was one of our cruise ports on our honeymoon.
There's gotta be an English way to say it.
I'll post it after. But we fell in love with Turkey as a country and doing hammam when we did our honeymoon, and then we kind of funnily put it out there and said, oh, we should come back to Turkey and do a hair transplant, because we had started talking about the idea of a hair transplant. And sure enough, within how many months? So October was our honeymoon. October, November, December, January, February. Literally 4 months later, we're in Turkey, in Istanbul, doing the hair transplant. Our words are very powerful, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're here in Istanbul. Okay, so what made you...
I look like a Gino right now with all this gold on.
You kind of are. You're very Italian. Very Italian, as my mother would say.
I got no hair, but nice tattoos.
That's true. So, what made
Should I do my beard while I'm here?
Your beard is perfectly fine. Some people actually get donor hair for their head from their beard. But no, they said that they're going to do your donor from the back of your head. Here, let's show your donor area. So, once again, Mario's thinness is very concentrated here, like where his cowlick would be, and his donor area.
Oh, I used to actually notice the thinning when I would go get my hair cut with Daryl. He would show me my fade, and then I would notice. But Daryl said it's my cowlick, so it's normal.
Yeah, so some people...
But he was just trying to make me feel good, but he was lying to me.
No. So when you would go get a fresh haircut at your barber and
that's
your fade,
when I would start to notice.
Oh, so he would show you the mirror from behind, and then you would notice it. Yeah. Okay, so going back to the donor area, so this is the area we're really focusing on, is this minimized area here. But like, look at how beautiful his donor area is. Like, he's got lots and lots of beautiful follicles here at the hairline. I mean, especially even in the tattoo. Like, I wonder if they can even take it from the tattooed area.
I don't know. You're going to talk with me.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to take from this donor area to put here. But as I was saying, some people that don't have a good donor area, they might even take from like their beard or other areas.
I
but they don't.
You can do that.
No, they do. They
It's
actually.
like putting testicle hair on your head. You can't do that.
Testicle hair. But some people do get different donor areas if they don't have a healthy one. But luckily for you, you have a very good donor. The only thing Mario's not sure of yet, guys, and we're going to find out from Dr. Murat tomorrow, is if we're going to do the front hairline as well. Yes, like most people, he has, a little bit of the receding hairline going.
I don't think I do.
A little bit. Everyone does. But
I have receding?
I mean, a little bit up here and here. But see, this is where we're not sure, right? Like, Mario's not sure. Tomorrow when we talk to Dr. Murat, we're going to find out. A lot of people will do the hairline, the front hairline, but Mario really doesn't want that, Mario doesn't really want that, like, Turkish hairline, I guess we would say. Like, the very obvious, hey, I had a hair transplant hairline. So our main goal was to instead just increase fullness in the area on top that was minimized. But if they end up saying that he should do the front hairline, and if it's not going to compromise the donor area, and if he is convinced that he should just do it while he's here.
Look, you meet a younger woman, I'm doing eye patches, getting hair transplant, like
so
quit smoking.
You know what?
What a woman will do for you, huh?
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? This is all for your health. Aren't these good changes?
Yeah, but I was happy.
You were happy, but you were also single. Very, very single. And now you have a wife. I love you. Let's talk a little bit about quitting smoking. So let me preface this by saying Mario, we are so proud of him. He is how many weeks smoke free? How many weeks smoke free are you?
5 or 6.
6 weeks smoke free.
Look at that.
And in order to get any kind of surgery, especially a hair transplant, you do need to be smoke free. I mean, do they enforce it as strictly
or else
here?
You're gonna waste your money.
You will waste your money. You risk like losing not only the donor hair that you donated, but also your transplant not taking, among other risks like infection. So, you know, in Turkey, are they as strict about it as back home? I would say not. I know when I did my mommy makeover in Canada, they like pre-screened you and like were very upfront. You had to be very upfront about if you were a smoker or not. And if you were a smoker, a lot of the surgeons I spoke to like flat out wouldn't do the surgery until you were 6 months smoke free, I believe it was. Obviously with a mommy makeover, maybe the risks are a bit more intense, but here they, you know, they tell you not to smoke, but we literally saw someone straight out of surgery outside smoking. So not recommended. Everybody, I guess, does what works best for them.
Idiot.
I don't think that that's very smart, but Mario's incentive was if you quit smoking, we'll do the hair transplant. So between dental stuff coming up.
Yeah, I quit smoking, so Connie should be paying for this.
Oh, sure, we're married. It's all coming out of the same bucket. But, you know, like, if you're going to make this investment in yourself and if you're going to take these risks, I think it's important to put your best, healthiest foot forward. So yes, 6 weeks smoke-free going into the surgery and staying smoke-free. You are now a non-smoker.
I'm a quitter.
That's okay. It's a good kind of quit. So he's going into the surgery very healthy. So that's good as well. So if you are a smoker currently and you are considering this procedure, you may want to talk to your doctor and look at quitting before going down this road. Mario, why don't you tell them what tools and what things you did to help you with quitting smoking?
First tool, biggest tools, lots of... What?
Okay, so tell them the tools that you used to quit smoking.
Lots of sex.
No, that's not what you did to quit smoking.
Champex.
Yeah.
Patches.
Apoversaline. Patches.
And a lot of willpower.
A lot of willpower.
Took me 3 times.
Yeah, the average person trying to quit is, I think, 6 to 10 times. You did it in 3 shots, so that's actually not too bad. Any other tools that helped you quit smoking? What about your little, why don't you show them your little necklace?
I don't really use it.
Not too much, but we learned a lot about like the oral fixation and like the hand to mouth piece. And so he has his little breathing necklace. Pull it out. When you just like need something in your hand and in your mouth. Yeah, so we've got that. There you go. It doesn't do anything, but it does allow you to breathe. Gives you something in your hand and your mouth. We did a lot of that kind of hand to mouth items.
I was using a vape, but Connie said every time I use a vape, it was like putting a dick in my mouth.
Okay.
It was.
It's just, you can't like replace smoking with vaping. Like, they're both bad and they're both not recommended with these surgeries. So, you know, if you're going to quit. Just get rid of all of it, right? Yeah. I mean, I have heard of some people quitting smoking but vaping, but with the Champex, Versailles
I don't know
medication,
about marijuana, folks, if that counts, if that affects.
I don't think you're supposed to smoke anything. We're not promoting smoking here either. Mario doesn't smoke anything anymore. That was all part of the incentive. Non-smoker, right?
Yay.
Clean, happy, married, new hair, new teeth. So many years on your life
New teeth. Don't make it sound like I had no fucking teeth.
No. You have your teeth. But what I'm saying is like even like dental work and stuff like that, like all of that, when you talk about smoking and your health, is important to think about before going into any kind of procedure, especially the hair transplant. Okay, another question. What made you decide now to do the procedure?
We were just here on vacation.
Yeah, we were in Turkey on vacation. That was part of it. But like, was there other things that led you to doing it now? I think one of the things we talked about too was like the timing, right? Of it being...
I don't even know if I'm ready right now.
Wait, it's happening. You flew halfway across the world. It's happening. But did talk about the fact that it's like winter in Canada right now. So, you know, we have, you know, a few months before we get to cottage and trailer season and like exposed head season. So, you know, right now is a great time because, well, it's a little slower at work for him being in construction. Also, he can, you know, wear a hat eventually when he's allowed to.
That is for payment.
This is his payment. So it was $2,900. We gave a $300 US deposit.
Included.
This is the balance in US dollars. So yeah, now also because it's winter in Canada and we figured that maybe doing it in the winter would be better than doing it in the summer where more likely to be sweaty and hot.
Yeah, because you can't sweat.
No.
Right? They said sweating's not
good.
You
don't want to have any rubbing, sweating, all of that. So this time of year, you know, being in construction, it being a bit slower, you know, not as much need to be at work where you might be in a hard hat.
And this really helped with quit smoking.
Another quit smoking book. Yeah, so that's the cognitive behavior therapy piece of it, is like getting your head in the game and like learning to like work through your triggers. And that is basically a CBT based book that talks about quitting smoking and helps you work through the mental pieces. And so when you have a craving, you can just like read some of it. And really also getting to know, like for you too, it was also getting to know like your trigger spots in the day. Like when you would wake up in the morning, go in the garage, when you would start working on something.
After eating.
Yeah, after eating. So knowing exactly when you would get your smoking cravings and working through those moments. That's the distress tolerance piece. Okay, you said something really important about quitting. What was that?
When it comes to quitting, the best tool is having a very supportive partner, even when you fail and are not ready. And I pick myself back up and try it again. And my partner was always there to be supportive.
That's true. A support system. You're not meant to do things like that alone. And it's not a failure. They're relapses, and relapses are common in any kind of addiction recovery space.
If you're not a smoker, don't ever try it.
Say
it's
it to
horrible.
The kids. Tell the kids back home.
Don't smoke.
Don't smoke. 14 years old and almost 50, you know.
Nothing but bad for you.
You know, for someone who's been smoking.
It stinks. It costs money. You lose your hair, lose your teeth, your lungs, your heart. Can't have children. There's so much that comes with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of risks. But you know what? I'm so proud of you. You've been smoking like almost a pack a day since you were 14 years old, and you're almost 50 this year, and you are 6 weeks smoke-free. So it's a huge accomplishment. Talk a little bit about how the hair thing was affecting confidence, if at all. Would you say that it affected confidence?
Yeah, a little bit.
What parts?
Not really. Like, it wasn't affecting confidence yet.
Not yet.
No.
Okay, so it was not to the point of affecting your confidence. I will say, though, you were getting picky about what pictures I would post. And any picture I would post, especially our wedding photos from back in October, like anything that showed the back of your head, you weren't that happy with. So maybe it was just at the cusp of it becoming a problem. Confidence-wise.
There was one from the trailer too that you posted. It was like a front picture, but the sun was.
The sun.
And it looked like my whole head was bald.
Yeah. So
you know what picture I'm talking about.
No, actually, I honest to God don't. But with that in mind, I don't think it was like seriously affecting confidence yet. But what you said is true in that it was starting to. So maybe, you know, once again, going back to why is now the time, maybe before it got to the point. And like as a partner in this space, and as someone who went through my own, you know, cosmetic surgery journey, like I was to the point of being like really self-conscious about it. And I don't think anyone should have to wait that long if you don't have to wait that long. Like, so that's why the minute you started talking about it and this idea came up, I was very much so, well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Like, why wait? Why prolong the inevitable? Why not do it so you can enjoy it for as many years to come? So that was another reason why. So in terms of confidence, let's talk about stigma. Would you say that there's stigma associated with men getting a hair transplant?
No.
You don't think guys judge guys? It's not like an embarrassing thing to talk about?
No, because
Good.
I'm all I'm doing is moving hair from the back to the top.
Yeah.
I'm not getting hair from someone else's body. It's my own hair.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm getting a toupee. I'm taking follicles from the back of my hair and putting it on top.
Yeah. So
It's just it's a hair
transplant. It's a transplant. It's exactly it. So in terms of men, not that it matters what people
And
think.
I'm getting a 5-day vacation out of it. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't I do it?
Yeah, it's a really good way to look at it. So you would say that there's not a lot of stigma then with guys getting this procedure?
There probably is, but I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, girls' perspective here. I know so many women that, you know, maybe have an issue with guys that don't have hair. But then I also know lots of women who are totally fine with a bald head. Myself, personally, I wouldn't have cared what your hair was like. But I do know that there are some women who will, like, they don't love someone that's bald. But then, you know, when it comes to dating, relationships, some people may find that.
Depends what kind of bald. Like if it's the bald where you're still holding on to 3 strands.
Yeah.
Or you shave your head. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind shaving my head, but I have a couple of big scars from
Oh, yeah, that's
construction
right.
injuries.
So you didn't want to have to do like the bald shaved
So I
head
literally
look.
had 12 staples across the top.
Yeah.
So that's going to be viewable.
You know, that could have been another contributor to some of the hair loss, right? Like, let's see if we can show the scar. I'll see if I can find it. What happened to your head? What was the injury?
Right here somewhere. Right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try to find it. So what happened at work?
Some moron dropped a 2x10 on my head from the 2nd floor.
Oh, okay. So you got like a 12 stitches from here back? Staples,
Right
okay.
here. Right
Yeah.
there somewhere. You can...
Okay. Yeah, so, you know, obviously scar tissue, and we'll have to ask Dr. Murat about that, but it sounds like there might be a line of hair there as well that the hair doesn't grow in. So that's another consideration. Okay, so the question I asked is, what can I do to support you tomorrow? What would be helpful to you or not helpful?
I want to know that you're there.
I'm here. Flew halfway across the world to be here.
Talk to the doctors.
Yeah, so help you
Ask
questions, get medical information. Yeah. Our little Turkish snacks. That's actually really good. What else do you want me to do tomorrow for you?
Take care of me.
Yeah. I'll be your nurse. Okay. Okay. I got that. And I think a lot of the men come here alone to do these procedures. So
No.
yeah, I haven't seen anyone with their wives. Have you?
That shouldn't be his wife.
You're cute. Well, I wasn't going to send you to do it by yourself, but I will say I think most people do come and do it by themselves, but I think if you have a support person, why not? It wasn't any extra money to bring me other than the flight. The hotel didn't charge extra for me to come. So the room's paid for, the breakfast is included. I mean,
I want breakfast tomorrow.
yeah, breakfast is included tomorrow. There's a grocery store, like literally next door, and we just like picked up olives and cheese and bakery items and like the deli counter stuff. It was super cheap and easy. Not even about the money, but it was just like delicious. And so we're trying all kinds of things that we wouldn't normally have tried. So for a little 5-day trip, it's not too bad. If more wives want to come, or husbands, could be husbands too. If any partners want to come support their loved one, it's definitely an option. But yes, it is an extra flight, but at least we could cuddle on the flight. It was a 10-hour flight from Canada. We booked Air Transat, but then Air Transat, I guess, gave it to Turkish Airlines. So we ended up flying Turkish Airlines, even though we booked with Air Transat, which was different. But it was a good flight, 10 hours. It was a nighttime flight, highly recommend. We left Toronto at 8 p.m. and we arrived here in Istanbul. The flight was delayed because of snow, but we were here by this afternoon around 2-3 o'clock. And we slept, like after we ate dinner on the plane, we slept through the night, took turns, one of us lying down on each other. At one point, both of us were lying down because we ended up in a row of 3 seats, and we had the 3 seats to just the 2 of us so we could lie down in it. And it actually was really comfortable. Easy flight. The big reveal, authentic, off the corner of the street, Turkish baklava assortment. Look at that. Different types. So good.
Oh. Oh.
Good? Okay. Let's see. Soft. I mean, so fresh. When we buy it at home, it's usually harder than this, I guess, because they import it. Or it's not as fresh.
So good.
Can't get any better than authentic Turkish baklava right from the street corner.